Hey friends, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us for UNSCRIPTED on 13 Plus. I'm Anna Orsini.
And I'm Carson Courier. Thank you for joining us. We do want to start with a huge trial that's here locally that we've been kind of waiting for 2 years now. It happened in 2022. So today we know testimony resumes in the murder trial of Moran Dervish. It comes as jurors were shown a video of Dervish speaking with the sergeant who transported him back to the University of Arizona Police Department. We know Dervish was stopped by DPS on Highway 85 south of Gila Bend almost 3 hours after Dr. Thomas Meixner was shot on the U of A campus.
Now, prosecutors did play that body cam video of Dervish waiting with the UAPD sergeant once he was at the department. In the video, Dervish speaks about being expelled and then losing his teaching assistant job while also making conversation. One of the things that he asked in the video is he okay? And we assume that was about Dr. Thomas Meixner. Now, 13 News will be in the courtroom later this morning as this trial picks back up and as they enter another day of testimony. We'll, of course, bring you the very latest, both on air and online.
And now to a developing story this morning. A potentially dangerous person is on the run on Tucson's east side. This all started last night near Broadway and Pantano. Tucson police confirmed SWAT was at a home in the area to serve a search warrant there, but they said one person was taken into custody. The second suspect ran.
So we are working to get an update from TPD on whether that suspect was ever found. Once we do get that, we'll keep you updated on air and online, so be sure to stay with us for the very latest on that as well.
And following the latest in the Trump hush money trial, we know Donald Trump's lawyers have planned a longer cross-examination of Stormy Daniels today when the adult film star resumes her testimony.
Now, Tuesday, Trump came face-to-face for the first time in years with Daniels, who he's accused of silencing with a hush money payment, $130,000 back in 2016 during the election. Of course, a lot of people keeping an eye on this today. We'll keep you updated both on air and online as to what comes out of this second day of testimony for Stormy Daniels.
And moving along now to some devastating news. We know millions of people across the country are once again under severe weather threats, and a wave of dangerous storms created damaging tornadoes and massive hail. At this hour, 2 people have been confirmed dead in Tennessee, another in North Carolina. That now brings the total to at least 4 who have died in storms since Monday. And the video you're seeing right here on your screen, this actually shows the damage left across northeastern Tennessee, after one storm brought high winds that knocked down power lines and trees there.
The storms also prompted the FAA to issue a temporary ground stop at the Nashville airport. A tornado emergency was also issued for other nearby areas south of the state's capital. There was heavy rain and thunderstorms leading to several water rescues, as you can see there on your screen. In North Carolina, a state of emergency was declared yesterday night in Gaston County following a large storm there. It actually toppled power lines and severed trees, including a tree that landed on a car. One person was killed. You can see the picture of it there. Another person was taken to the hospital. Over 127,000 people were still without power as tornado issues were issued in several counties.
And as we're seeing all these storms, honestly, throughout the United States, over and over again, it feels like a lot of people just can't get a break. We actually have a volunteer locally from southern Arizona who is heading out to help here with relief efforts. We know he's with the Red Cross.
So they're going to be heading to south central Texas, where you can just see devastating flooding there. We actually know that earlier this week a 4-year-old was killed when they were swept away in that flooding. So just devastation across the country and persistent storms. It seems like, they're just cleaning up from the initial storms, and then on top of that, more storms are moving in. And unfortunately, it looks like today those threats do still exist for a good chunk of the country down in the south.
It seems like they just can't get a break.
No, at all. And I don't remember ever, and I could be wrong because obviously when you're younger, you don't pay as close of attention to weather systems like this, but I can't remember a time where it seemed like this, just unrelentless, just pounding. The South and, Midwest of the United States. So.
Absolutely. We know every spring stuff like this happens, but I agree. It feels like it's over and over and over again, just recently the past 2 weeks. Here at home, definitely nice conditions, so that's some good news as we head closer into Mother's Day weekend. Going to be gorgeous out there. 13 First Alert forecaster Allie Potter is here, and Allie, honestly, when we see video like we just saw across the country, it makes you realize how lucky we are
Very
to
lucky.
live here.
Right, and that's my hometown, right?
Yeah.
So Houston, but to be honest, we're prepared for that always when we live there. So, and they have flood warnings in effect, but there's a bunch of lakes. So that's why the river or the lake really
They
starts to
overflow,
rise.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why there's flood insurance. Everyone is prepared.
There you
and
go.
We're going to have an early hurricane season. So
Yeah.
that's just what that means. But it is devastating. But, the good news is those folks are prepared as always. So that's good. And more good news, we don't have to deal with that activity. That's why I live here. By noon, 81 degrees, lots of sunshine. By 3 o'clock, 86. By 6 o'clock in the evening, 84 degrees. A little breezy at times, but not too bad at all. 71 for Tucson, 66 Sierra Vista, 68 in Nogales, 68 in Wilcox, 71 if you're in Safford, 75 for Cimarana. 5 degrees cooler than what we were just 24 hours ago. So enjoy the coolest day of the week in the 80s. It's going to be so nice. 3 degrees cooler in Sierra Vista, 4 for Bisbee, 3 for our friends in Nogales. The storm system to the north, so you can see parts of Colorado, a little bit, a bunch of Montana. In fact, parts of now Dallas, because that's now moving east. So we're talking Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee. They're seeing all that type of activity, though. However, we will see remnants of that, and that just means some cooler temperatures. In fact, not too bad at all in the 80s. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any type of rainfall. Our friends up in the Phoenix area, so maybe Flagstaff and over to our neighbors in New Mexico, they will start to see some of that shower or two, but we will remain dry. Unfortunately, we would love some rain, but I can tell you there's no rain in sight as of this very moment. Though the temperatures really nice. 84 for Douglas, 80 Sierra Vista, 81 if you're in Nogales, 87 for the Tucson area. Lots of sunshine in the mix for you. Your 13 First Alert 7-day forecast includes lots of sunshine. 87 today, 90 degrees on Friday, Saturday, 91 by Sunday, and then 94 Monday, Tuesday. But overall, not too bad at all. Really nice. We're staying away from the 95-degree mark. And I know that even just sounds crazy because we're usually talking triple digits by this time. And we're already in May and we haven't reached that. So, and we could always be Phoenix. Dealing with, they're nearing triple digits once again. So
Are they nearing triple? Have they hit triple digits?
They already did.
Okay.
So they already hit triple digits. I think it was, you remember when we hit that 95?
Yes.
They were seeing the triple digits.
Got it.
They have triple digits for a few days in a row. I think it's next week.
Okay.
So when we're dealing with 94, they're dealing with triple digits.
Why
So
we
just
live here.
think, just think cool thoughts.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Sounds
good
like a
forecast,
plan.
especially too with U of A commencement being tomorrow and then Mother's Day. A lot of
Yeah.
people coming into town maybe for all of that, and just a gorgeous forecast for them.
Yeah, really nice.
Awesome.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Allie.
Thank you, Allie.
Of course, as we talk about Mother's Day being this weekend, a gift that a lot of people probably are going to go out and get their mom is a nice bouquet of flowers. Maybe you're going to have them delivered to her. It's actually one of the busiest holidays of the year, though, for local flower shops. Just last year, the amount of money spent on flowers expanded by more than 10%, making it the biggest yearly rise in over 10 years.
In fact, sales totaled to a record high of more than $3 billion. And as Anna just mentioned, I can't even imagine how busy these shops are, especially with commencement as well.
Oh my gosh, when I saw those numbers, I was like, why am I not in the flower business? Some good numbers.
Definitely some busy shop owners. So 13 News reporter Jack Cooper has more on how those flower shops are preparing and what you can do if you still need to get mom a present just last minute.
Mother's Day is the second most popular holiday to buy flowers, but unlike Valentine's Day, which is number one, it's really the entire week that leads up to Mother's Day that is very, very popular. To go over that more is the owner of Mayfield Florist, Greg Coleman. Thanks so much for joining us. And I guess just kind of what goes into getting ready for this week?
Well, really, we start prepping about 2 weeks in advance for a holiday like this. We bring in extra space for reefer trucks so we can store the product and start preparing for being able to do 10 times what you normally do during a week. Like a normal delivery day, we deliver 100 packages. We expect to deliver 1,000 tomorrow, 500 today, and hopefully 1,000 on Saturday as well. So it's a lot of gearing up to do something like that. And we're a blessed industry to be able to do that, but it takes a lot of preparation to get there.
Awesome. And then talk to me about the flowers you're holding and then just the flower supply in general.
Well, these are peonies, and peonies can be grown year-round anywhere. They grow them all over the world between Alaska and Chile because brides always want peonies. It's a very popular flower and their bouquets. But in Arizona, we only bring in peonies really this time of year when they're domestic, when they're coming out of California and North Carolina, because they're the most affordable. And we have peonies right now. We have peony specials going on right now because you can get the peonies at the best price. And moms love peonies.
And then the rest of the flower supply, how's that?
It's been fantastic. I mean, I think every year you run into variables that are going to affect the way the chain in which flowers come in. But this year there's been very little unrest in South America. You know, there's no strikes at the airlines. You know, things have become more difficult to get in. But yet, all the things are not broken. Everything is coming in. It's coming in. It might be more expensive than it's ever been before, but it's certainly all the flowers that we bought for Mother's Day are arriving, and we're thrilled about that.
Awesome. And then lastly, if they need to get flowers for mom, I guess what are some tips for them?
Well, I think send them early. I mean, all the flowers are now here. We are now making every arrangement for all the flowers that we brought in during the week. So they're here. Mayfield's guarantees everything. Get it delivered today, tomorrow. Have mom enjoy it all over the weekend, or come in over the weekend and pick it up. But we're going to sell out of delivery slots for Saturday and Sunday. So I strongly recommend today and tomorrow for delivery just by going to the website at mayfieldflowers.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. Reporting on the East Side, I'm Jack Cooper, 13 News.
Now, of course, your mom may not want another bouquet for Mother's Day. So what are some other things that you can get her? I would say that probably if I was a mom on my list, it would be like just a free day. Like just get away from me and give me some space. Yeah.
Just a me day.
Yeah, just something that she wouldn't be able to give herself every other day because she's taking care of everybody else. So you can do things like planning a special outing, take her to brunch. New jewelry is always appreciated. Electronics, new Apple Watch if she's maybe on a fitness journey this year, or some AirPods. You can splurge on an experience like the spa. You can really never go wrong with that. Or a family activity like a hike or a picnic.
Yeah. So, do you have any plans this weekend with your mom?
No, we don't yet. I know that she got a couple new floaties that you can put multiple people on for a pool.
Fun.
So I think we're gonna have a pool day in Phoenix. But other than that, no.
But that sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, I think that just spending time with your mom, and I haven't been able to the past few years because I haven't lived in the States. So that'll be really nice. What about you? I know your mom's in town.
Awesome.
Hi, Monty.
Mama Monty, she's probably watching. I think we're going to go to brunch and then just kind of do a day out downtown, go to a couple restaurants, get some cocktails, and just hang out together. My mom doesn't live here. She lives south of Chicago. So anytime she can come out, we love to see it.
Good. Well, be the DD.
Deal.
Let Monty enjoy her Mother's
Absolutely.
Day.
I know my brother got her Tacova cowboy boots, and I'm like, ooh, how do I beat that?
I just think you take the Allen quality time for you. It's going to be a quality time holiday for you.
Exactly.
Well, we've been talking a lot about it being National Nurses Week this week, and recently we spoke with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona because they were doing something really cool for the month of May for National Nurses Week. They had a contest that was running, and so they asked people to nominate nurses who have made an impact on their lives, people who inspire. Nurses who inspire was that contest, and so the winners were selected based on nominations showcasing their passion and commitment for nursing, the impact that they've made on their patients, and how they've been an inspiration. And they actually came up with some really cool ideas for some rewards for these nurses who were nominated. So each winner would receive $1,000 in cash, $420 in perks that included a Spa Finders gift card, tickets to a suite on the Diamondbacks game on July 28th. They also will be part of throwing out the first pitch. And then I think the best part of all of it was $5,000 to a local nonprofit of their choice.
So the winners will also be recognized on the field at the Diamondbacks game on July 28th, and will be given the opportunity to be part of the first pitch, which is so cool. We love to see it. More than 250 nurses from across Arizona were nominated. 5 winners were chosen, so this is a pretty big deal. And it turns out 2 of those winners are from here at home. So a huge congratulations to Haley Wright. She's a registered nurse at Banner UMC Tucson campus, where she works on the oncology, hematology, and bone marrow transplant unit. Upon receiving the award, she actually had some really nice things to say.
She said that I'm passionate about nursing because of the nurses who took care of my brother, James Jr. He was 15 years old when he lost his life to cancer, and while this was the most devastating chapter of my life, his nurses provided my family with so much hope and compassion. I knew that I wanted to make an impact on families the way they did mine.
So sweet. And we want to give a big congratulations to Roxanne Fry. She's a registered nurse at Oro Valley Hospital with 10 years of experience. Upon receiving the award, she said, "I am passionate about nursing because I love how the profession opens the door immediately to be able to help love and support the patient. I love how being a nurse becomes who you are as a person, defines you unlike any other profession," which honestly, I think a lot of us who aren't nurses can't even wrap their minds around. Can you imagine how consuming that is?
No, because I don't think that, you can leave your work at
home.
work. You just,
Leave your work at work.
Yeah, leave your work at
It
work.
goes
You
on
take
with
it,
you. Yeah.
right. Like it takes such an emotional toll, and I'm sure that it's emotionally rewarding as well when you see patients who overcome things. But yeah, I mean, for 250 nurses to be nominated, 5 to be chosen, and 2 of them to be from right here in Southern Arizona just shows how incredible the healthcare workers here at home are. So we want to give a huge shout out to them. And of course, it's National Nurses Week, so make sure that you thank a nurse who's made an impact on your life.
Absolutely. Thank you for what you do. Well, trending now.
I can't
Something
stand
to make
it.
you smile on a Thursday morning. We know the farm in Missouri that breeds Budweiser Clydesdales is welcoming 15 new foals.
15 new
Yes.
babies. They're like little doggies. They're so
look how
cute.
sweet.
So when the Clydesdales are born, they're about 3 feet tall. They're about 150 pounds. And then, I know, they're so little. And then as adults, a lot bigger than that, 6 feet tall and around 2,000 pounds. So the sweet little Clydesdales do have to go through years of training before they become eligible to join one of the 3 Budweiser Clydesdales traveling teams. They have more than 70 Clydesdales on the ranch, ranging from babies all the way up to stallions.
Oh my goodness.
They're so cute.
I would love just to visit that ranch. To
I know.
see what that training entails. And honestly, those horses are so just beautiful.
I think it's like the closest thing that we have to like a unicorn. Like they're so majestic and just like I
They are
wouldn't
very
even want to come
majestic.
close because I'd be like, oh my god, they're little celebrities.
I know. At the Tucson Rodeo last year, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, they had a couple of Clydesdales, and I got a picture with them, and they're just huge.
Massive,
And beautiful.
beautiful animals. I mean, look at them. They're tiny, but they're like you can already see the little muscles on
Oh,
them.
I know. 150 pounds right
Oh
out the
my-
gate.
Just
Right out the gate.
tough time giving birth to that. I can't even imagine. Well, they're so cute.
They are super cute.
So congratulations to all the new moms there at the ranch in Missouri.
love that.
Well, taking a live look outside one more time out of Mount Bigelow, can see a little bit of those breezy conditions picking up. Not too bad though. Nothing super gusty and windy for you. Thursday, 87 degrees overall, not too bad. And heading into the weekend, staying in the lower 90s.
We love to see it, honestly. I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully this is not our last 80-degree day, but you never know this time of year, so get outside and enjoy it, as Anna mentioned. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Unscripted on 13 Plus. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 9:30.